Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Mr. Brocco & Co. This game is developed by Victoria Games and published by Chili Dog Interactive. It released back on April 21st, 2023 for a price of $5, so let's talk a little bit about this platformer game and I'll let you know if I like it, don't like it, really either which way. So we'll start off a new game here, just so you can kind of see it. The game has this kind of like comic book strip kind of cutscene system to it, which is kind of cute and adorable, and it kind of really helps build the sense of this game. This is more of a fairly easy and basic style platformer game, and something for, younger kids, I think, easily, like any real age, really 10 and under. It's not an overly complex game to play or a game that's like really simplistic or difficult. You can play as two different vegetables, kind of this asparagus looking muscled guy or this smart witty broccoli guy, but within the game there isn't really anything that you have to kind of do between the two characters that really differentiates them. You can collect these coins that ultimately I'm doing a really bad job here on screen, and you're just going to be trying to get to the end of the stages while you're playing throughout. Controls are pretty simplistic. As you jump with your A button, you'll hit these little checkpoint flags and then also be able to get around different things. Now, to take out an enemy, all you do is land on them and jump on them, and that kind of completes out defeating enemies. And you'll slowly be introduced to some enemies and different like environmental things in the game, such as blocks that can disappear, but nothing in the game is really overly difficult, and you're not really required to collect all the coins to really get through the stages. It's just getting from one end to the other and completing out those levels. You're just going to have to be avoiding, just kind of the obstacles. But it's, like I said, it's a very, basic kind of platformer game that, again, is very younger kid focus. And a great introductory game for really any younger kids to kind of experience platformer games if they never have before. Now, you'll get a rating at the end of 3 stars, and that really depends on did you take out all the enemies and did you, complete all the tasks with collecting all the coins. Now, we'll load the next level as our little asparagus guy here. Personally, I think I like asparagus more than broccoli, but, let me know what you guys think down below. Nothing like a good air-fried asparagus, in my opinion, that, I really enjoy. But, we're not here to talk about food. Your characters also get 3 lives, so if you do end up losing a life, it'll kind of just kick you back to where you were. But then you can just continue working forward to getting to like your next objectives and your checkpoints to kind of restart over. Now, a lot of the enemies in the game are kind of themed after, like foods you shouldn't eat. Eat your veggies, don't eat junk food. But if you have to ask me, hot dogs are awesome, and I'd rather eat them over an asparagus any day. But, that's kind of just a little bit of the thematic discussion of the game. It's a very, very basic platformer that doesn't really introduce too many difficulties to the game, and you're really just going to be able to get through most of it for fairly easy. It does introduce like bosses and stuff, so there are some challenges in those areas as you get through the game, but none of them are really difficult. A lot of them are very repetitive in nature with the ones that you'll encounter and fight against. But for the most part, it's not a bad platformer game. I don't think it's for everyone. If you have younger kids and want a nice little gateway game to see if they'd like platformers in the future, Mr. Brocco & Co. would be a good game to consider. But as far as a game really for anybody beyond that, or just somebody just wanting some quick, easy achievement style games, this is kind of it for Mr. Brocco & Co. The game teaches a lot of really well done, like, baseline things when it comes to platforming games, but it's one that, you know, like I said, there's not a whole lot more really to do in it outside of going from point to point and the occasional boss that you have to interact with. Very basic and easy to knock out achievements that just ask you to go through the 20 levels in the game. So nothing that's too overly complex or overly challenging. Outside of that, guys, that's kind of my thoughts on Mr. Brocco & Co. You know, if you pick it up, let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you enjoyed the review, hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you next time.